Well, hello, my soul friends. It is Victoria going live. I haven't gone live for a while, and I've broken my commitment and I'm resetting my commitment. It's been a while, but I was called today to come on this full moon to see if anybody's out there that wants to join me. Um, whether you join me now or not, I hope that you take time to watch this video. So, if you watched my previous video about the full moon in Libra, I titled that Purge to Emerge. What does that mean? It means that this is a call, this time, this moment, this full moon. All full moons do call us. It's an invitation to release, to clear, to I call it clear what's in the way of your way. And this particular full moon, we've got Chiron in the picture. Chiron, the wounded healer, that is, so this full moon is illuminating where we may be present to our wounds, our wounded stories, our wounded beliefs, our wounded experiences, so that we may release the pain, the regrets, what's in the way of receiving the gifts that come. So Chiron is connected to the wound and the gift. So Sun is conjuncting Chiron. And as you know, full moons are when the Sun and the Moon are in opposition. So the Moon is opposite Chiron, right? So Sun identity conjuncting Chiron, which is, illuminating our wounds. So this is a really potent and powerful time. Sorry, I'm trying to go back to screen because I was looking at notes. Powerful time to connect. Well, you don't even have to connect, just be aware. Be aware of what is, coming forward through you. Full moons can bring forward our emotions. We may feel a little bit more emotional. We may be feeling more of our wound story. It's just what keeps coming, our wound story. And so it is an opportunity to feel. You don't want to skip that step. Feel, allow it, welcome it, and even welcome your tears. Tears are cleansing and clearing and releasing. So I forgot to say the little commercial. And when you're watching this later, I welcome you to this channel, the Soul Nurturer channel, dedicated to helping you reclaim your soul potential and nurturing it into fulfillment of purpose and possibilities. So I'm here to offer what I have from my years of experience in supporting others and reclaiming their potential. And as a soul having a human experience, doing my own soul work, learning more and growing more so that I can be a better human and a better therapist, a better person, a support person, and a better wife and a better friend, all of that, and I do believe that this work, as we commit to connecting to our souls and witnessing with compassion our human journey as well as the human journeys of those we share our lives with, well, everyone really, if we can learn to witness each other with greater compassion and acceptance in this unfolding story of life that we share, I think that would be a blessing, be a great thing. I keep looking at chat. It's been a while, so I don't expect anybody will be popping in except for Miss Brittany. Hi, Miss Brittany. All right, what a love you are. She always shows up when I do these. So thank you for being here, sweetheart. My intention today is to invite you to a greater clearing. The more we clear what's in the way of our way, the more we're open to the beautiful blessings that God, the universe, source, however you connect, we're open to receive. We're open to receive. So we don't want anything blocking that. And oftentimes it is in our subconscious mind and our subconscious soup, I call it, with our old beliefs, our old patterns and stories that we constructed in order to feel safe in the world, in order to get our basic needs met of being safe, being loved, belonging. But this is a time, it's not just the full moon. We're in this sort of astrological unfolding, the cosmos is showing us the way to reclaim our soul potential, to contribute something more to the highest, for the highest and greatest good for all of us in this world we share and those we share it with. So a full moon in Libra, this is a time for finding balance and, and harmony and peace, making peace. I always say that in my last video, I said it too. Peace that you seek in the world begins within you, cultivating peace, cultivating thoughts that are peaceful, patterns that are peaceful. But since this is a really powerful time to let go and release with a full moon, and again, if you're feeling your emotions, journal, get it out, write it. But I invite you to think about, to bring to your consciousness your story that you live in, you being the main character in your story. Think of it objectively instead of subjectively, from within you. Like imagine, might even be a good exercise to write the story of your wound story. I mean, I think it is important to write, externalize it, to see, to cultivate more compassion for yourself, more acceptance. That might be something you want to do. But what I want to invite you to do is what I've invited my group to do that are in my soul visioning class going on right now. I ran this class during this time intentionally because we started on the new moon in Aries, the first new moon, and we're going to be finishing on the second new moon, the day before the second new moon on April 18th. So the second new moon is on April 19th. So we're kind of in this portal right now from new moon to new moon, both in Aries. This invitation to be bold and brave and initiate new beginnings for ourselves, for our potentials. And that all sounds great, right? Don't we all want to do that? But what happens? We set intention, we start moving forward, and we're carrying this big bag behind us of all of our old stuff, our old story, our old ways. And if you watched my previous videos, I talked about the old neighborhood. We're trying to move out of our old neighborhood into a new neighborhood where our soul is aligned with the possibilities that Creator has for us. But yet we keep recreating the old stuff and moving back to the old neighborhood. And we don't get to fulfill the promises of our soul and who God created us to be. So here's what I would suggest for you to do on this beautiful full moon in Libra. And how are you feeling, by the way? I've got one person here with me, but when you're watching this, the replay, remember we get to work with the energy of the full moon 3 days before and 3 days after, and you just may be noticing it more after. So notice, how are you feeling? And by the way, the full moon doesn't happen until 9:24 p.m. on Pacific time. I'm recording this now at 5:27. And for my East Coast friends, it's your tomorrow. But tonight for us in Pacific time, it's happening at 9:24. And wherever you are accordingly across the country or in the world, just notice the time and remember 3 days before, 3 days after. Full moons are the culmination point, a time, if you think about the analogy that astrologer, oh my gosh, blanking on his name, Dane Rudger, is that right? Gosh, I'm going to have to look it up. This beautiful analogy, you'll hear many astrologers talking about this, but I believe he was the one that first introduced it. And that is that the lunation cycle, it's kind of like the cycle of a plant. New moons, we plant seeds in the soil, the intention, the seeds of possibility. And then we move through the cycle. And I'm not going to go through all 8 of them, but just the highlight ones. The new moon to the full moon 2 weeks later, where that seed is germinated, it's sprouting, it's growing, it's now blossoming. And full moons, it's the culmination point, bringing forward, blossoming. Now I say, we go through these cycles every month, right? And well, wait a minute. What do you feel like? I'm not blossoming. Shouldn't I be blossoming? Shouldn't I have achieved my goal? Well, that's not necessarily, how it always works. The full moon illuminates, shines light on what is needed for you to fulfill the potential of your soul, to blossom, to bring your intention to fruition. So it's just feedback, right? It's good, beautiful feedback. I'm looking for his name, and forgive me. I believe it's Dane Rudger. I think that's his name. One of my strengths is not recalling names, if you notice. My strength is intuitively feeling through what we're experiencing. So give me some grace with that. So, what I invite you to do this time of being able to let go of things, letting go of issues that concern you, stuck places, patterns, old story, is to just get a pad of paper, get some paper out, and write out your old story, like that story that you're so done with, that you feel so stuck in, that you really don't want to be connected to anymore. It may be your wound story, it may be your limitation story, it may be how people see you in a way that you don't want to be seen anymore. It may be the condition story. So write it all out, and you might just write, I am ready to be done with, and write it out, or I am releasing the story about, or I'm releasing, identifying with. And the way you would find that is those I am statements. I'm letting go of believing that I am not good enough, that I am limited, that I am, those disempowering beliefs and the disempowering story, so that you may step into your empowered beliefs and your empowered story. But first, we need to clear. So I invite you to do that as a process, clear and let go, and then come back to this video, or do it on your own. Take yourself through a receiving meditation where you're okay. Now you're clear. Now, what do you want to call in? I think it's important, and many people miss this step. When you let go, you need to put something in its place. If you let go of a negative belief, if you don't put something in its place, that negative belief will come right back. So you want to let go, clear the way, and then I call it put a stake in the ground of where you want to move to. What does it look like? What would it be like? First, clear, write that letter. And you might, after you write the letter, burn it or shred it, let it go. And as I instructed my people in my class, then dance it out, shake it out, let it go. And then that receptivity comes. What do I want to emerge through this spaciousness? What is my soul calling me to do, or to experience, or to be? Where have I been hiding that I want to come forward? And then begin to write your new story. I choose in my story to experience, to feel, to do. And then you want to, as you write your new story, ask, what do I need to believe about myself in order to fulfill this story, to fulfill my potential? And then what patterns must I create to support that? Okay. So that's just a quick little tip on what to do with this full moon. I know I have a lot of clients that love little rituals. This is one. So now I just simply really wanted to take us into guided meditation, because I'm feeling a call to drop myself into a meditation. And I thought I might as well invite you along with me. Again, whenever you watch this, when we get to the meditation part, if you can pause the video and set yourself up in a cozy way, get your meditation cushion, or lie down if you want to, but don't fall asleep. This is about waking up, staying awake, staying awake to your possibilities, your potential. And truly, this is coming really strong right now. I remember hearing Reverend Michael say a lot, who's one of my teachers. He would say, turn off the television. Don't watch television so you can tell your own vision. So, but what I would say to that, there's a lot going on in the world, and I know a lot of my clients are pulled in. They want to know the news. They want to know what's going on. Step in just to get a sense of it. This is just an out picturing of where, as Deepak Chopra used to say, if you want to know your thoughts of the past, see what's happening in your life today. If you want to know what's going to be happening in your tomorrow, pay attention to your thoughts today. So I think it's an outpicturing of our collective thoughts and woundedness and history together that needs to be healed. And so you tune in, you watch television or the news to get a sense of, okay, what would be the opposite of that? Or what would be my vision instead of the discord? What would be my contribution to this? And then you vision for that. You tell a new vision. And then who do I need to be in order to contribute what I want to contribute to the highest good for all? Okay. So let's just go into a meditation. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I just feel like it's important. So this is going to be a spontaneous guided meditation to support you in clearing, releasing, and being open to your blessings. So turn within with me. I invite you just to close your eyes and turn within. Just settling into this moment, giving yourself permission to be present to yourself, to your inner world, to turn your attention away from the external world into your inner world, into your body, into your heart, into the world you live every day, with the thoughts that run through your mind, with the stories you tell yourself, with the patterns you unconsciously repeat over and over and over again. These conditioned ways of being that at one point provided safety. That's why you chose them. It's like ducking under a way of being so you could get your needs met in the best way you could. And now you're at a point in your life where you can wake up and say, this is not working for me anymore. Where you can wake up and recognize that the power is not outside of you, it's within you. And what you seek is not outside of you, it's within you. And you withdraw your need for approval and attention and love and all of the things that you are hooked and trying to get on the external. And you release that attachment. And you come into your inner world. And you take responsibility for your inner world. And get curious. And realize I'm the only one that lives inside this mind and this body. I'm the only one. Well, you and Creator. You and the divine. And if I'm the only one in my mind that is supported by Source, by God, by Creator, by Jesus, however you connect, then I can make different choices right now. As you breathe into your body, breathe into your heart, activating more love, more compassion for yourself, for your journey, for your wounded places, for your wound story and your wounded experiences. Yes, bring compassion. Feel into that. Witnessing your own journey with compassion. There's been some things you've had to grow through that have been hard. There's been a lot of hard lessons, hasn't there? There's been a lot. Feel the weight of all you've been carrying in your body from what you've lived through. And just be aware that this is some of what we're going to be releasing. You've already grown through it. You don't need to carry the pain and the regrets and the sorrows and the disappointments and the anger and the discord. This is a time to let it all go, to make space and room to receive your blessings, to be aligned more fully with the divine flow of possibilities. Breathing into your body, listening, asking this question: what is in the way of my way? What do I need to release in order to make space for my blessings? What old story am I telling? What negative beliefs are still running, operating in my mind, guiding me to do the same old pattern and the same old thing over and over again, bringing to light, letting this full moon illuminate all of those blocks, all of those blocks. As you breathe into your heart, activating more love now. Love. Love is a beautiful dissolving agent, dissolving fear, dissolving blocks. And I want you, if it's comfortable, just to say, I'm ready to release all of this now. I'm ready to be cleared from all the heaviness, all the weight of all I've been carrying all these years, all that I'm holding that is not holding me nor my potential. I surrender all of this to the divine. I surrender all of this to the universe. I surrender all of this to God, however you connect. I release and I let go. And take a few deep cleansing breaths right here, breathing in deeply to the potential, to the blessings, to all your needs being met. Breathe in now. And exhaling everything unlike it. Release. One more, breathing in. Imagining breathing into all that you need to activate all that you are becoming, all of your potential. Breathing in all the way with trust and faith. And breathing out everything you need to release right now. And one more deep cleansing, clearing breath to receive, right after you release, to receive it more deeply, all that you desire, aligned with your potential. Breathing in and releasing. You might want to just shake your hands, release, release, release. And now with your hands up, as I had mine up already, but this is receptive mode. May I now be shown the possibilities that are alive within me. May I create a new story, a story of healing, a story of love, a story of all needs met within my life, a story of possibilities and blessings. And perhaps in this moment you can feel some movements, maybe your body tingling or shifting. And I'd like you just to allow an image to form of you emerging into higher possibilities right now. What does that look like? What does it feel like? What are you present to now that you've cleared what was in the way? Perhaps you had a question on your heart. What's next? What does my soul want me to do regarding whatever the question's been? And perhaps you see an image or you hear. Some of us are more auditory. Maybe you hear some guidance. Or maybe you just feel a deepening of peace and trust and calm as your life is unfolding. Trusting and knowing that right where you are, all is well. Your blessings are on their way. And may this guided meditation also help you have a shift in perception. In the Course of Miracles, it is said that a miracle is simply a shift of perspective. So I invite you now to open your eyes, and I invite you to view yourself, your current situation, with a new perspective, with maybe more gratitude and more love and appreciation for you, for your life, for all that you share your life with. And may you feel your heart open and receptive to the blessings and the answers that you are seeking and desiring. And trust that all is unfolding in perfect divine right time, right where you are. All is well. All will be well. From my soul to yours, I hope that something in what I offered here, this brief, spontaneous video, is helpful to you. May you live from your heart with joy and peace and love and acceptance and compassion for you and all. And trust the process of what is happening. And steep in your faith and whatever you need to bring forth what is yours and only yours to bring forward into this world to contribute to the highest good for all. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Brittany, for being with me. I love you and bless you. Bless you all. And I'll see you soon next time. And got to roll the commercial. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm always open to questions and suggestions, so put them in the comments underneath this video or any of my videos. I'll get a notification when you comment, and I always comment back. So if you have a question, or you can visit my website, victoriajazwick.com, and you can actually put in a request for a free 20-minute consultation with me, where we can talk about how I can support you on your unfolding journey as a soul guide, as a spiritual director, as a hypnotherapist, and as an intuitive astrologer. So many blessings to you. I want to hear about the blessings that are coming for you. Let me know what arrives. Take good care of yourself. Until next time. Bye-bye.